Hi, I'm Gloria Pierson and I'm a certified life coach. Well, last week I did a video on meditation. It was kind of like Meditation 101. So this week, if you started meditating or you may have some questions about it, this video is entitled Meditation Practical Tips. And what I'm going to go into is 8 different questions that I get a lot about meditating. Now, when you meditate, there is no right or wrong, but there may be some things you are doing that you're just not sure of. And if that's the case, this video is for you. Now, this meditation series was a suggestion from one of my subscribers. So if you have any suggestions, please write it in the comments and I'll get back with you on that. Also, if you enjoy my video, please hit that subscribe button. And remember, sharing is caring. Let's go ahead and get started. So this video is on meditation practical tips, and it may be some questions you have if you've started meditating. If you haven't, look at the other video in the series on how to meditate. It's a passage meditation, and next week I may go over a different kind. But I'm going to go over 8 different issues that you might have. The first is pace. I discussed in the other video a passage meditation where I suggested you memorize a prayer, a passage from some inspirational material from a mystic or maybe a mantra, and you repeat it. Well, what pace do? You go very slowly. One of my favorite is the St. Francis's prayer, which I go very slowly. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. So for pace, don't go, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. No, do it very slowly and controlled. It's kind of like if you are driving in a car and you're going along really fast, well, you're going to miss all the scenery. Now, if you go slower, you're more present. You could pay attention to what's around you. So with a slower pace, what you're doing is you're putting that in your subconscious mind. You're not rushing. You're just slowly repeating it. So that's the first, is pace. The second is distractions. And you will get distractions. You will start going through your passage and you will start thinking, okay, I got to hurry through this because I have a report due at work. I have to study for a test at school. What am I going to make for dinner? I've got to go to the grocery store. There will be all these pressing issues. So what I suggest is do not answer those questions. Just go back to the passage, back to the passage. If you're thinking, what am I write that report on? Don't answer it. Back to the passage, back to the passage. And another great thing, because what we're doing is training our mind in meditation. And that will help in many areas of your life. When you meditate, that report will be easier to write. That studying will be easier for you because you've trained your mind. So if you start doing those distractions, a great tip that I use is you got to start the passage from the beginning. So you're doing, Lord, make me an instrument. What am I going to have for dinner? Nope, right back to the beginning. And you may have to do this a week, a month, but eventually the distractions will become less and less. It's kind of like you're training your mind. If you have a dog and you're training them to sit, you don't just do it one time, but if you keep doing it, they eventually get the hang of it, don't they? And they know how to sit. Maybe they get that treat or something, but they'll learn how to sit. It's the same with your mind. So if you get distracted, come back and start from the beginning again. It works. That's the second. The third is, why do we use passages? Why do we use prayers? I love Psalms from the Bible too, because what we think on grows. And you are putting those in your subconscious mind, which is aligned with divine intelligence, with God. We become what we think. So those wonderful qualities of peace, love, happiness, you're putting those into your subconscious mind, and that is what you will become. And because we're learning to control what goes into our mind, you'll be able to control what comes into your life and what you put out into the world. So that's why I like passage meditation. The fourth is time. What is the best time to meditate? Ideally, first thing in the morning, while the world is still quiet and still asleep. Now, when that alarm clock goes off, you're going to think all the reasons not to, but what if you just set it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Start when the world is quiet and before you've started your day, because you are more at peace coming out from your wonderful sleep. And how long to meditate? Maybe start with 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't suggest personally over 30 minutes. If you want to meditate over 30 minutes, maybe break it up into the morning and sometime in the early evening or afternoon. So 5 minutes the least, 30 minutes the most, and first thing in the morning when the world is quiet, when you have not touched the world yet. Now posture, that's the fifth thing, posture. I do sit in a lotus position, but when I started, I didn't. I sat erect in a chair with my feet on the floor and my back straight. And sometime you'll notice you'll like start slumping a little bit and that's when shoulders back, head erect. And if you become uncomfortable a little bit doing, that's what this posture will help you with. Besides, it also aligns your 7 energy centers in your body, your chakras. So by aligning that, you're getting that wonderful energy going through there. So posture, erect in a chair, hands, some people like to open them like this, just whatever is comfortable for you, just putting them on your lap, not in a fist, not like this, just a comfortable, relaxed position for your hands. So that's posture. The 6th is drowsiness. How many of you have fell asleep during meditating? Yep, I have. I have. And that's not good. Sometimes people think, oh, that was so wonderful, I fell asleep, I feel so refreshed. No, meditation is not to fall asleep. Now you do, and don't be hard on yourself, don't be judgmental, that's okay. And it will happen if it hasn't yet. So in order to prevent drowsiness, again, that posture is very important. Also make sure you're in a well-ventilated room where it's not too warm, because that might make you a little more tired. And if you really are having problems being drowsy and you feel your head bumping in this, just open your eyes a little bit. Open your eyes, recheck your posture, and keep repeating the passage as you open your eyes, okay? And then maybe take a breath, close your eyes, and that hopefully will prevent the drowsiness or the falling asleep, the snoring, if you're in a group. The 7th is physical sensations. Now, these you will get. You start meditating and your nose itches, or something else hurts, or you're getting a cramp in your leg or something. Some of these you just have to deal with. It's a cramp. You can't sit there and meditate with a cramp, so you may have to adjust your position a little bit. But if you can, try and ignore them. Just go back to the passage, and sometimes they will go away. Now, to help with this, make sure, again, I mentioned a well-ventilated room, so it's not too warm. Loose clothes help, because then you're not worried about the waist or anything else. So loose clothing. Also exercise. If you exercise sometimes during the day, not before you meditate necessarily, but sometimes during the day, you'll be able to have your body relax a little bit more. So those are some, and again, the physical sensations, just keep repeating the passage and try and ignore them. In time, they will go away. Now the 8th is other things that go on. Now sometimes when you're going to a deeper level of consciousness, fear may set in. That's okay. Readjust your posture, open your eyes if you feel that fear, because you're not maybe ready to go to that level. Just open your eyes for a few seconds, keep repeating the passage. Another thing, sometimes people will see lights, bright lights, flashing lights, they'll hear sounds. That's okay. Just keep repeating the passage. Now, if you don't have sounds or lights, that doesn't matter. Meditation is different for everyone. That doesn't mean your meditation is wrong or something's going wrong and that's what you need to strive for, your goal. No. Your goal is to sit for the time that you set doing your mantra or your passage. That is the goal. It's not to see sounds and lights and all that type of thing. Sometimes also emotions will come up. I've been in groups of meditation, and even for myself, where you're going to a level of consciousness and the tears just come and you can't stop them. And don't stop them. Just let the emotion come and keep repeating your passage. Now, I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope these tips help. If you have any questions, write to me in the comments. And again, if you enjoy my videos, please hit that subscribe button. And I think I mentioned, if you have any ideas for a video, write me in the comments and I'll get back with you. But you have a great week and keep trying that meditation.